Hi, Caleb from Brownells here. SHOT Show 2026. I'm in the Geissele booth with Brandon. I'm not going to bore y'all. We're just going to jump right into it, Brandon. We got some really exciting stuff.
Absolutely. Hey guys, Brandon with Geissele Automatics. I just wanted to show you a couple new things that we have for 2026. So last year we launched the King Hunter line. That was our partnership with Federal with the 7mm backcountry. 80,000 PSI, amazing cartridge, but we heard the feedback. People wanted more options. So what we wanted to do is not only give you guys more caliber options, but also introduce more of a tactical / competition chassis line,
right, with
basically a nice MDT chassis. So we gave, to start, a short action 6.5 Creed. There could be more calibers with that, but just to start with the short action, that's going to be your most popular variant.
Sure.
For the long actions, we do a 3.38 Lapua Magnum, we do the 30-06 for some of the crowd that does enjoy the hunting for the King Hunter. 7 PRC is going to be a big one.
Right.
We're looking at 300 PRC and some other calibers as well. It will still feature our Super 700 trigger. Everyone knows it as the Smile Maker. It's a drop safe 2-stage trigger. It's always been an amazing feature of any of the Geissele bolt actions. But as far as the bolt action series goes, these will be available immediately for dealers, so we're excited for them.
All right.
And then for everyone to stay tuned. As far as the Super Duty goes, we're very proud to announce that we were able to take the ambidextrous system that was found on the MRGG and the GFR and finally bring it to the Super Duty.
All right.
So for anyone that's not really familiar with it, on basically the left side of the gun, everyone's kind of familiar with the Maritime bolt catch. We have the magazine release located just beneath it. But on the ejection port side of the gun, we did something a little bit different. We utilized the dust cover as the means to lock the gun open.
Okay.
So basically you're utilizing the dust cover to just simply lock the gun back.
All right.
And then you have a button to the rear. So whether you come underneath or over the top, you don't have to break your firing grip to lock the gun to the rear. It's really simple and intuitive.
Yeah.
But the system itself, what's really nice is the dust cover interfaces with it. So it's really not a system that relies on like a rocker. If you've gloved hands, it's really easy. This is something that we're really proud of and that we vetted this for a while now with the MRGG program. And we are excited to say that this will be available as a lower.
Okay.
Because that's always the next question, right?
That was my next question.
Is this going to be available as a lower?
Yeah.
So yes, we just are working on a time frame right now.
Okay.
The rifles themselves are available. We are going to work as far as getting hopefully a time frame for you guys as soon as we can on when we can expect the lowers to market.
Yeah.
Currently they'll be in black and EDC. I know everyone's shouting for ODG. That's something that's definitely on our minds, so it's not lost on us, I promise. But as far as this year goes, we're just really excited to push these out.
Yeah, and it also looks like that system should work with pretty much any aftermarket dust cover as well.
Yep.
So if you wanted to, put a forward controls on there because dimples are cuter, whatever, it would work just fine with it.
Absolutely. And what's nice about it is the component it's a mil-spec component.
Yeah.
Right? So even if you're not using our upper, you can still interface with that system.
Right.
So it's not making something super proprietary.
I love it.
So we're really excited for this coming into 2026. Stay tuned. And then as far as any other, one of the other guns I did want to show off is we do have an exclusive, especially with the GFWs. This is the GFW system. Right now, this is only going to be available in our standard mil-spec forged lower, but this eventually will also join the Super Duty line as being offered with the ambidextrous controls.
Okay.
So we did want to show off kind of what people are going to expect to see with it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So what we did was we went ahead and made the Super Duty as small as we possibly could make it. We didn't want to sacrifice anything as far as ergonomics goes either. So with it completely collapsed, it can still be fired. You can still access all the controls because basically the dual telescoping system's nested. But it's a quick extension. There's no buttons, there's no gizmos, no gadgets.
Yeah.
Quick extension, almost like a holster. You want to get the gun out fast, right?
Right.
But it gives you a full cheek well. It's a sturdy system. And the nice thing about the GFW is that it's offered in 300 blackout as well as 5.56. So you can use 5.56 upper for training ammo.
Yep.
You can go ahead and throw 300 blackout on there. It'll be a 1 in 7, so you can shoot supers and subs rather well. We have heard feedback for 1 in 5 that is on the table, just no definitive timeline for that quite yet.
Excellent. Yeah, let me get my hands on this thing.
Absolutely.
This is just begging to be just held.
It's a nice system. We really are for it. In the ModTac suppressor shield, a big shout out to ModTac. Especially when you're running like a PDW style system, to have a suppressor shield on there is a pretty nice added touch.
Yeah, that is very, very slick. And obviously as a lefty, I appreciate all this ambi stuff here.
Yes, I'm also a wrong-handed shooter, so being able to utilize the left side of the gun and the right side of the gun is definitely awesome. And you get that full cheek well. You're not riding your face against two independent rails. And it doesn't feel, I don't want to say it's flimsy, but like Obviously, a fixed stock or a traditional 6-position mil-spec like buffer tube is going to be super firm.
Right.
But a lot of PDW systems feel a little bit more, I don't want to say fragile, but just not as sturdy, right? So we want to make sure that we give the user an amazing experience with this. But we're really happy with the GFW. We will have a dedicated setup with this, what's called our Mark 22 handguard. It's going to be a little beefier. And with working with Hux, we made a suppressor that was designed specifically for the gun. Have a little extra back pressure for people shooting heavier subs like 220s. Makes the gun run cleaner for longer.
Right. Okay.
So if you're min-maxing, that's like, hey, I really just want to be a dedicated sub gun guy. That's the thing.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, this thing, like you said, it's sturdy. As soon as you lock into it, you're into it. You know, it's not wiggling around. It's like you're locking into a standard carbine.
And the nice thing about Geissele is we cut our teeth on triggers, right?
Right.
So the nice thing is when you get a gun out of the box, whether it's the Super Duty MRGG or the GFW, you're getting all the Geissele trigger technology. There's nothing on here that really hasn't been gone over with the fine-tooth comb, from the forged bolts through our cold hammer forged chrome line barrels.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, just look at that lightning bow in there. That's just, man, that's my favorite trigger of all time.
Well, the cool thing about this too, it utilizes the phased array gas system. So the phased array system, for those that don't know, it's instead of a single port on the top, you have 3 separate ports that are timed in between the lands and grooves, so it's not imparting on the bullet.
Right. Okay.
And what it does is it taps the gas off in succession, breaking down the gas so it can basically come back to the bolt carrier at a much slower, more relaxed speed. So you can shoot this with or without the can, supers or subs, without the need for adjusting the gas block.
Okay.
We're gonna have a video on that coming out soon.
Interesting. Yeah, that'll be a good one. All right. Awesome. So that is all the awesome stuff going on here at the Geissele booth, SHOT Show 2026. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.